During the recent Pokemon Direct, they teased that they have more than just Sword and Shield coming in 2019. Let's speculate. Hello everyone, my name is Adam and welcome to Time Lag Gaming. I don't have too much to say about the reveal of Pokemon Sword and Shield, and I already said pretty much all of my thoughts during the live reaction of the Direct. The only other thing I would add is that it's sort of weird how they made the world and environment all textured and pretty, but the Pokemon and trainers all have the same old cartoony anime style. I think they should have added texture to the character models and Pokemon to make them look a little more detailed like the environment. Sort of a mix between realistic and cartoon Pokemon. If you do want to see my other thoughts on these new games, make sure to check out my reaction video. Overall, I think the game actually looks really good from what they have shown. However, as I am not the biggest RPG or Pokemon fan, I'm not that excited about these new entries into the series. But I do think it's awesome that we are getting these new mainline entries on the Switch, as it'll be great for the system and will definitely help sell more units. Anyways, during the Direct, near the very end, they said this very interesting line.
And that's not all you'll have to look forward to in 2019. We've got plenty in the works for the Pokemon brand that we hope will delight you.
So he said that Pokemon Sword and Shield is not all we will have to look forward to this year because they have plenty in the works for the Pokemon brand. This has to mean that we are going to get some other Pokemon experience this year. Now later this year, we do already have the Detective Pikachu movie coming out. However, that isn't something they have in the works. It's something that's already done and that we all know about. Also, it is not very likely that they have anything in the works for the 3DS, as they just announced the new mainline entries for the Switch. This basically means the 3DS is dead, as it won't be receiving any more Pokemon games. I mean, why would they want to release a Pokemon game on the 3DS when they want the user base to move over to the Switch? So a remake or spin-off on the 3DS wouldn't really make sense at all. I suppose what they have in the works could be for mobile, perhaps updates to Pokemon Go, Pokemon Quest, or a brand new mobile game. That is definitely a possibility. Last year, Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee were revealed alongside Pokemon Quest. Pokemon Quest is a spin-off game, and Pokemon Let's Go is also a spin-off game, but it's also sort of a remake of Pokemon Yellow. Either way, we got 2 Pokemon games on Switch last year. So it's not absurd to think that we could be getting another Pokemon experience on Switch this year. So are we getting a new Pokemon Mystery Dungeon, Pokemon Rumble, or Pokemon Snap game? I'm sure you're excited about the new mainline games, but you'll likely be wanting a new spin-off game to hold you over until the release of Sword and Shield. There have been so many Pokemon spin-off games over the years. The spin-off game that I have played the most is Pokemon Rumble on the Wii. I actually love that game. There has basically been a Pokemon Rumble game on every system since the Wii. There was the WiiWare title, 2 games on the 3DS, and 1 on the Wii U. So it would make sense for another Rumble game to come to Switch. And other series like the Mystery Dungeon and Ranger series have had lots of entries as well. Pokemon Snap, however, has only had 1 game, but everyone seems to love that game. These spin-off games have not had new entries in a while. Perhaps they are ready to revive one of these series? All of these spin-off series have also had tons of love from the fans. Some are loved more than others, but there is definitely a large community of people who like each one of the spin-off games. Be sure to let me know what spin-off series you would want to see come to Switch in 2019. So yes, it is likely that they could have a spin-off game planned for Switch in 2019 because of what was said during the Direct. But could we get more than 2 Pokemon games this year? He did say they have plenty in the works. That sounds like more than one thing to me. I was thinking maybe we could get a port of Detective Pikachu for Switch. This would of course make a lot of sense since the movie is releasing this year. It would also not take too much work to do, especially since this could be a port they already have completed and are just waiting to drop. But plenty could also just mean more mobile games or even a puzzle game like Pokemon Shuffle. Obviously, this is all just speculation right now. What they said about having plenty more in the works for the Pokemon brand in 2019 could really mean anything. But it is definitely likely that it means another Pokemon experience on Switch. So when could we see a potential Pokemon spin-off game release? Well, Sword and Shield are late 2019, around the holidays, likely November or December. So a new spin-off game would probably come out in the summer. Maybe it could get a reveal at E3, or during a press conference like how Pokemon Quest and Let's Go were shown off last year. One other possibility is another dedicated Pokemon Direct about Sword and Shield, and at the end they could show off the spin-off game. No matter how it gets shown off, I think a new spin-off game will drop in the summer because they will want to space it out from the release of Sword and Shield. And it would also be a great follow-up to the Pokemon movie that drops in May. That's all I have for you today. I hope you enjoyed this theory and speculation video. Everybody's just analyzing and discussing Sword and Shield, so I thought it would be interesting to speculate on this part of the Pokemon Direct that nobody is really talking about. And since I'm not a huge RPG fan, I would honestly be more excited for a new spin-off game. Obviously, brand new mainline games are more exciting than any spin-off game. But a spin-off game can help give you that Pokemon fix while you wait for these new entries. Chances are, if you're watching this, you know the Pokemon series way better than I do. So make sure to share your thoughts and speculation on what Nintendo and the Pokemon Company could have in the works. Do you think we will get a new Pokemon spin-off game this year? Which spin-off game would you want on Switch? Let me know your take in the comments down below. Thanks again for watching.